Hi there, welcome back. In this video, we will deal with the nature of sociology. Here we will discuss the characteristics of sociology which was given by Robert Bierstedt in his book The Social Order. So let's move on. The first characteristic is sociology is an independent science. So in our last video, we have discussed that how sociology emerged as an independent science. In ancient times, the social thought was studied and discussed in other sciences like philosophy, political philosophy, history, and so on. It was in the middle of 19th century, social thinkers established sociology as an independent science. After that, the social thought and social life are treated and studied under an independent social science, and that is sociology. So the second characteristic is sociology is a social science and not a physical science. Any science that concerns with non-living matter, energy, and the physical properties of the universe is physical science. It deals with the inorganic world. For example, physics, chemistry, astronomy, and so on. Social science is a scientific study of human society and social relationships. Any discipline or branch of science that deals with human behavior in its social and cultural aspect is called social science. For example, history, political science, economics, and so on. Sociology belongs to the family of social science because it concentrates its attention on man, his social behavior, social activities, and social life. So let's move on to the third characteristic. Sociology is a categorical and not a normative discipline. So first we will look what is a normative discipline. It is related to norms, a branch of learning that has a set of rules. It judges and evaluates its subject matter. It talks about what should be and what ought to be. Then what is categorical discipline? It gives exact or absolute information. It is not a system of ideas and values. It gives statement about what is. It does not make any kind of value judgments. So sociology is a categorical discipline because it gives an exact information and does not make any kind of value judgments. For example, sociology studies different forms of marriage. Polygyny is a form of marriage, which means one man marries more than one woman. So sociology as a subject, it studies or it gives information about the meaning of polygyny, the characteristics, where it is being practiced, and so on. It does not make any kind of value judgments like whether polygyny is right or wrong, good or evil, moral or immoral. So that's why sociology is a categorical discipline. Next, we will move on with the fourth characteristic, and that is sociology is a pure science and not an applied science. Pure science focuses on theories which are scientific information. Applied science utilizes those scientific informations to practical solutions. Examples for pure sciences are physics, chemistry, biology, mathematics, etc. Examples for applied science are engineering, medical microbiology, social work, etc. Sociology is a pure science because it gives importance to acquire knowledge about the human society. The sociologists themselves do not apply this knowledge. The acquired knowledge by the sociologist is being utilized in other fields like administrator, diplomacy, social work, etc. So the fifth characteristic is sociology is relatively an abstract science and not a concrete science. So what is concrete science? It deals with particular object. It is opposed to abstract. It deals with physical science. Then what is abstract science? It learns something that is not a material object and not based on specific examples. It is a general understanding of a particular study. For example, sociology studies war and revolution in general as a social phenomenon, as a type of social conflict. It studies under the title social conflict. It does not study war and revolution in particular. It studies in general. So that's why sociology is an abstract science. So let's move on with the sixth characteristic, and that is sociology is a generalizing and not a particularizing or individualizing science. It's not a particularizing or individualizing science. It is a generalizing science. It looks on the general laws or principles. It's not possible to study each and every event takes place in the society. For example, sociology study the concept culture, its meaning, characteristics, functions and types. It is not examining each and every culture in the world, but by observing and comparing a few. So by studying a few, sociology generalizes the information. The seventh characteristic is sociology is a general science and not a special social science. Sociology is not a specialized science. It does not study any special kind of phenomenon. For example, economics studies the economic activities, political science studies the political activities, psychology studies the human behavior and focuses on the individual, whereas sociology studies the human activities in a general way. Of course, it studies the economic system, political system, religious system and all, but it does not make any or it does not specialize in any such field. So finally, we are going to discuss the eighth characteristic, and that is sociology is both rational and empirical science. Empirical science means it emphasizes experience and facts result from observation and experiment. Rational science stresses reasons and logical inferences. Empirical science collects facts, rational science coordinates and arranges those facts. So sociology needs both theories and facts. So it includes in both empirical and rational science. So when we summarize the nature of sociology, it is clear that sociology is an independent, social, categorical, pure, abstract, generalizing, both rational and empirical science. So that's all for today. Thank you for listening. Happy watching.